Hello everyone, so welcome to this lecture, and in this lecture we'll continue again Diophantine equation. So in a Diophantine equation already we have solved the following problem, like sum number 1 we have solved, and we have solved the sum number 2, sum number 3 and sum number 4 has been solved, and where we had seen sum number 4 is a little bit different as compared to 1 to 3, and we'll solve the same kind of problem again. So if you'll see the sum number 9 they are saying here we need to find x and y such that 24 into x plus 138 into y equal to 18. So we'll solve this problem. The procedure is same, and here we can identify how the problem number 4 and the problem number 1 of 9 sum is same, right? So we'll start with the solution part over here, and here they have given 24 into x plus 138 into y equal to 18, right? So we'll come to the solution part now. So here we are solving the sum number 1 of 9th, right? So here we are solving sum number 9. Sum number 9 of part number 1, right? So here we'll start with the solution first. Here the solution, the process is very same. In this, they are saying here they have given 24 into x plus, then we have 138 into y and equal to 18. So this is also Diophantine equation. So now this Diophantine equation will be again compared with ax plus of by and equal to c. So hence a is equal to 24 and the b is equal to 138 and c is equal to 18. So we'll solve this problem. So we'll start with the step number 1 here, and at the step number 1 here we'll find the GCD first. So GCD of 24 comma 138 we're going to find over here, and whatever result will come it will be stored in D, and then accordingly we solve. So since 138 is a greater number, so here we'll copy 138 first. So now again we'll divide 138 by 24, so it will go up to 5 times, and result will be 120 and the remainder will be 18. So hence we can say 138 can be written as 5 into 24. 5 into 24, and since the remainder is nothing but 18, so 18 will be copied over here. So 18 will be here, and now 24 will be copied here again. Now it will divide by 18, so it will go to one time only, and the remainder will be 6. Now here we have 18, so we'll copy 18, so it will go to 3 times. 3 multiplied by 6 and the remainder will be 0. So we'll stop over there, and hence we can say GCD is nothing but 6 is nothing but GCD. I hope you understood this thing, and this thing is very same, and the common step only we are following over here. So we'll go to the step number 2. So I hope you know the procedure of the step number 2, what we have to do now. And at the step number 2 again we'll select the latest remainder, but it should not be 0. So here the latest remainder is nothing but other than 0, the latest remainder is 6. So we'll express 6 in form of other two term. So if I'll express 6 in terms of other two terms, so it will be 24 minus 1 into 18 will be there, right? So now again we'll express 24. Do we know 24 is a, so it will not going to be expressed. Now here 18 we have, right? So 18 can be expressed in terms of other two terms, so it will be 138 minus of 5 into 24 will be there. I hope this step is understood to you. So now after that you will write 24 minus of 1 into 138 plus 1 into 5 will be 5, and 5 into 24 will come again. Since here we have 24, here we have 5 times 24, so it will be 6 into 24. Now 1 into 138 we have, right? So since here we have obtained 24 and 138, it is in the form of A and B only. So we're going to express this thing in terms of Diophantine equation. So Diophantine equation says that C should be equal to AX plus BY. So now we need to A is nothing but, in this problem A is nothing but 24. So 20, here we have 24, right? Yeah, here we have, yeah, A is nothing but 24. So here we'll write 24 will come first, and then after 24 into this is nothing but x. Now b is nothing but 138. 138 into minus will come. Since in this problem if you'll see again here c is not equal to d, right? The value of c is equal to here the value of c is 18, and the value of here the value of c is given 18, but the value of d is 6. So what we'll do now, again we have to convert 6 into 18. So to convert 6 into 18, we'll multiply by 3 on both the side. So multiply by 3 on both the side, right? Hope this part is clear to you now. If I'll multiply by 3 on both the sides, so it will be something like, so here 18 will be there. So 6 3 is 18, and after 18 here we are multiplying by 3 on both the sides, so 24 will be 24 only, but 6 will be converted into 18, right? 6 will be converted into 18, and in similar way here we have 138, we are multiplying by 3, so it will be minus of 3. So now we can write the format over here. This is a c, this is the a, right? And this is nothing but 18, and this is a b, and this is minus of 3. So since here c is not equal to b, so here we'll get small x as well as capital X, small y as well as capital Y. So first we'll find the value of small x over here. So x0 is nothing but equal to, before multiplying whatever terms we have, right? Before multiplying here we have 6, so x0 will be equal to 6, and after multiplying here we got 18, so 18 will be there. In similar way, before multiplying we'll get small y0, and here we have minus of 1, and after multiplying here the values are nothing but minus of 3, right? So here we have calculated small x0 and small y0, capital X0 and capital Y0, and this is the end of the step number 2. Now I'll go to the step number 3, and where we'll going to estimate remaining things. And step number 3 says that here we need to find capital X, right? So to find the capital X, here we'll use a formula. First of all, we will going to find small x. Small x is nothing but x0 plus b by d, x0 plus b by d into t. Now in similar way we can estimate small y also. So small y is nothing but y0 minus a by d into t. So we're going to estimate this thing. X0 is nothing but 6, and here b is nothing but already we have obtained b is nothing but 138. Here a and b is already calculated, right? So here we can write b also. So b is nothing but 138, and a is nothing but here 24. So here we have obtained the b, and b is nothing but 138. So 138 will be divided by nothing but step number 2. Here we have obtained, this is step number 1, and here we have the GCD. GCD is nothing but 6. So we'll copy it over here. 6, it will be divided by 6 into t, and 138 divided by 6 will be 23. So it will be 6 plus 23 into t. Hope this thing is very clear to you now. Since y0 also we have, and y0 is nothing but equal to minus of 1, then we have a, and a is nothing but equal to 24. Then d, and d is nothing but over here, d is nothing but again d we have 6, right? Yeah, d we have 6. 6 into t is nothing but equal to minus of 1, minus of 4 into t. So hence we can say small x is nothing but 6 plus 23 into t, and small y is nothing but minus 1 minus of 4 into t. Since in this problem c is not equal to d, so in that case we have to convert small x into capital X and small y equal to capital Y. So therefore here we'll write capital X can be converted into, since what we have done over here we have multiplied by 3 on both the side, right? So we'll do, so in small x can be converted into capital X by multiplying by 3. So 6 into 3 will be 18. So 18 plus now 23 into 3 will be 69. 69 into 2, this is capital X, and similar we can find a small capital Y also, and again here we have to multiply by 3 only, so minus 3 will come, and here we'll get 4 3s are 12 into t. So hence we have calculated capital X and capital Y. I hope this problem is clear to you now. So now we have solved the many problems on the Diophantine equation. So here a Diophantine equation can be divided into two categories. In the category number 1, C is equal to D, and in category number 2 we have seen C is not equal to D. I hope you can understand. Whenever C is not equal to D, in that case we need to find small x and capital small x and small y. Then small x and small y will be converted into capital X and capital Y. So this is the end of this problem, and from the next lecture we'll start with another problem, and we'll start with the new things. Thank you.